Hello, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy off day to me. Guess what? I'm also going to be off Friday. Shh, don't tell anybody, okay? I'm leaving the house today because Lisa, well, one, because I need groceries. I mean, let's just face it. But two, Lisa brought me back the most oh, I forgot to put my bracelet on. She brought me back the most beautiful pair of earrings, and they have purple stones in them. So I don't really have anything purple, so I'm gonna go look for a purple something to wear with my new beautiful earrings. Now, when scarf weather gets here, I do have some scarves that have purple in them. I just don't have a lot of tops with purple in them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, moving on. Okay, first of all, yesterday, I went to the chiropractor next door. Now, normally, she doesn't torture me quite like she did yesterday, okay? Well, here's what had happened. She usually focuses on my shoulder, my thumb now, and my neck. And I walked in there all lopsided. You know how it is. I stood up to walk over there. My back had not been really hurting much, but I stood up to walk over there like I don't know what was going on with my back. It was just like all of a sudden I couldn't walk straight. You know how it is. I mean, this is life now, okay? But anyway, I walk in the door, and she's like, ew, what happened? And I'm like, ew, I don't know. And she said, well, lay down. So I laid down, and she didn't crack my back. She was just pressing down. She's got this table that kind of collapses under you. And so every time she would push down, I would go, oh. I wasn't even trying. It was just like this sound came out of my body. It was like it was releasing some sort of demons or something. So we both got tickled over that. And then she comes around to the front side. Well, she did my neck, and I always enjoy that. There have been times that I have gone to the chiropractor for my neck, and I have left there worse than when I went in, because not everybody is good at adjusting a neck, okay? And she always gets it. I like to have my neck adjusted by her. That's all I'm saying, because it does the whole snap, crackle, pop thing. Anyway, she does that, and that was fine. I like that. I didn't make any odd noises over that. Well, then she comes around the corner, and she's got this thing that's kind of like a nail gun, you know? She pulls the trigger, and it has this little thing that pops out. And I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? She says, let me...
Mercedes, honey, this is an access road. It's not the Autobahn, okay? The Autobahn. It's not the Autobahn. I don't know how to really say that. Autobahn? It doesn't matter, Tracy. Moving on.
Well, she comes around the corner with the nail gun, and she goes, let me get your sinuses. Pow! And I was like, oh! Pow! 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 It's like the whole back thing. The noises were coming, and I had no control over them. And then she got me across the cheek, and like every now and then she would hit.
Oh, I drove past the entrance to the Belks. I mean, here's another entrance, but I don't like this entrance. Oh, I can go that way.
There's nobody here. I'm just driving all over the parking lot. Anyway, I was like, go. Well, then she grabs her little stone, and she puts the CBD on the stone, and she starts rubbing it around my thumb. Well, first she pulled on my fingers. Thankfully, I didn't toot when she pulled my fingers. You remember how they used to say pull my finger when you had to toot? Thankfully, I didn't toot. But
I mean, what is up with there's no lines. There's no lines on these parking spaces, and everybody's just parked all willy-nilly.
I hope I'm in a parking space. Anyway, so she does this number where she jerks my fingers. Well, she jerked that thumb, and I was like, huh. And then she grabs the little stone and puts the CBD thing on it, and she's rubbing it all around, and she's like, does that hurt? Does that hurt? And I was like, ah! And she goes, I guess that hurts. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's where it's the most tender. Well, anyway, after all that torture, I pay her by Venmo. So you have to type something out, and I typed torture. Torture. It was absolute torture. Which brings me to another question. Well, that wasn't even a question, Tracy, so it's not another question. But I've heard a couple of times in the last few weeks that the word L-A-W-Y-E-R is pronounced lawyer. Lawyer. That it's not lawyer. We in the South mostly pronounce it lawyer. Because L-A-W is pronounced law. You don't pronounce it loy. You're not like, what's the loy on that? So why do you pronounce lawyer, lawyer? So this morning it was on Lesser's video, and they named one of the baby goats Sawyer. And Jamie was saying it's Sawyer. No, it's not. It's pronounced Saw. S-A-W is pronounced Saw. I mean, maybe not as many syllables as I'm putting in it. Saw, 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 saw. It's a saw. Law. It's not loy. You don't say loy. You say law. Wherever you're from, you probably say law. Law. If you're from, like, Boston, it's law. If you're from New York, it's probably loy, loy, law, law, law. What's the law? I'm ridiculous. I'm going in Belk's. I'll be back. Okay, hello. I'm home from Belk in the grocery store. There's Penelope. Gracie just went in the house. I didn't find one purple thing in Belk that I wanted. So the search will continue for a shirt that I like. Okay? I don't want just a purple shirt. I want a shirt that I like and that I'm going to wear. I just looked one up on Amazon, and it said it was great for parties, dances, office, school, and dating. Okay, all that's good, but I just want to know the dimensions, China, because sometimes y'all's large would fit a 2-year-old, and sometimes your small would fit a 300-pound man. You know what I'm saying? So I want dimensions on my tops before I purchase them. I don't care that I can wear it to school, office parties, to work, and to on a date. Okay? It's weird, isn't it? Aren't it? I'm listening to Ryan Hall, y'all, on the YouTube, and he is live giving updates, and there are, I think he called them PDS, tornadoes in Florida. So the Milton hasn't even showed up, and they're having massive tornadoes, and people in Florida do not have basements for the most part. I don't know if anybody in Florida has a basement, but especially middle Florida where these are hitting. So everybody be in prayer for our southernmost neighbors, starting now, because it's going to be a long day and a long night and a long couple of days and a long week and a long month and a long time for them, because they haven't even recovered from Helene, and now Milton is trying to take them out. So let's keep them in our prayers, okay? Okay, I'll be back. All right now. And finally, when I came home from work yesterday, I'm backing up the driveway. Here comes Phoenix running up the driveway. And I get out of the car and I'm like, it's not your day. It's not my day. And she goes, I know. Naomi didn't give me any popcorn. Okay. So I had sent them home with bags, big, like Ziploc bags full of popcorn with the seasoning on it. And of course I told Naomi, share one of them with her, and she didn't. So, and I believe that. I do. Yeah. Because older sister, okay? So I come in, I cook a bag of popcorn, I dump it into a large Ziploc bag. And Phoenix, being the sweet child that she is, says, why are you taking it out of the paper bag that it popped in and putting it in the Ziploc bag? I mean, those weren't her words, but basically. And I said, well, you see, my sweet child, when you go home and you eat on this popcorn, you can throw this Ziploc bag away and it's not going to jump out that you've been here and that you've had a bag of popcorn. She said, oh. Oh, there's Gracie. Hi, Gracie. Gracie's been laying outside, but I guess she's, yeah, she's decided to come in for a little while. Yeah, her's a sweet girl most of the time. So anyway, yeah, so I was trying to teach Phoenix a little something about being a sneaky little sister, right? Sometimes you have to be a sneaky little sister. I didn't have a mean older sister, but so I can't relate to that, but I can kind of relate on having to perhaps hide something from older brothers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so anyway, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry. My ADD has been very bad, and I've been jumping all over the place, but that's just the way she is, okay? So you remember that I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries. Toodles, manoodles. Stay silly, my friends, and smile. It pisses people off, makes people happy, or it just makes them wonder what you've been up to. And also, don't worry about me, because that storm's not coming this way. We'll be just fine. We're just going to get the best part. The best part of waking up. We're going to get the best part. We're going to get cooler temperatures and a nice breeze from the hurricane. But pray for Florida. Okay? Okay, goodbye.